how did I get my driver's license as someone who is blind in one eye, and what did that process look like, and how did it differ from someone who has normal sight? It didn't differ a whole lot, but I'm going to kind of highlight the points where it did and go over that here. I had to go through driver's education because I got my license when I was under 18, and that is the standard thing in Washington State, and I'm sure across a lot of the U.S. Some of this may differ if you live in another country, so I would advise you to look up your local driver's policies in your area. But the important thing to highlight about driver's ed is that in the course that I took, I had 5 practice tests that I could do with an instructor in the car, and I could take my final driver's test through the school. Now, this is what everyone else was able to do, and I did too, or so I thought. I took all of my practice tests and did really well in them, but I did have to actively tell each instructor while we were on our tests that I have blindness in my left eye. I can't see. So when I'm checking my blind spot on my left side, I do actively have to crane my neck very far to the left outside of the normal, range of motion that someone else who has their vision might have to do. Like if you're checking your blind spot and you have normal vision, you just do a very slight head turn and you're good. But I have to really make sure I know what I'm looking at before I go. And that way I'm a very safe driver on the road. As long as I told them it was never an issue, I just have to accommodate that by actively ensuring that, of course, the road is very clear ahead of me for a long time ahead of me before I do that, because I am looking at taking my eyes off the road for a tiny bit longer than other people would. So I go through all my tests, I do my final test, I pass first try, and then I take my result into the Department of Licensing, and here, give me my license, please. And then they check my vision, which is a normal thing. They wanted me to do the test where, you put your eyes in this, device, and they project a hot air balloon in the far back, and you have to describe stuff about it. This was 6 years ago. I may be misremembering at this point. But that was one thing they had to do. And then they had me look into this other device that is all blacked out, and then they would flash little green laser points at different points in your field of vision and make sure that you can see everything in your peripheral vision well.